Welcome back to Decentralized Energy Canada Spotlight Series. This is a fun get to know you with DEC's team, members, and board. I'm very happy to be joined this week by the chair of DEC's Board of Directors, John Rilett. Hi, John, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks very much.
Good. All right, we'll dive right into some of these questions. So, what is your role on DEC's Board of Directors and what do you do?
Well, right now my role is as chair of the board. I'm a relatively new board member. I've been on for, I think, about a year now, or just a little longer. And of course, as chair, my main role is to make sure that our board meetings run as smoothly as possible and that we stay on schedule. And of course, beyond that, as a board member with DEC, I'm involved in the sort of oversight of the whole organization, providing some strategic direction to Anouk and her team, and trying to play a role where I can based on my experience and expertise. So that's really my role with the DEC board right now.
Awesome. So, how has your career evolved and how has it remained relevant to DEC?
Yeah, it's interesting. So I actually first encountered DEC back when it was New Era in the sort of double O's. Was working here in Calgary and got involved and have been involved in one way or another since then. My career has really followed a path of really a whole number of things that fit into the DEC mandate in terms of decentralized energy systems, whether it's producing energy, using energy, controlling it, consuming it, and of course, getting ready for what we think is coming in terms of new technologies as they evolve.
So, what are three words that you would use to describe DEC?
And I think the three that I would go with are dedicated, resilient, and connected. Those are sort of three things that I think about when I think about the organization, what DEC has accomplished and has done. I think those three words come to the top of my list.
So, do you have a favorite memory of DEC, an event or a program that you were involved with?
I think for me, the highlight was actually the Decentralized Energy Forum that was held in 2019 in Banff. I think one of the things that really stood out for me was the startup pitch session that we held. The presentations were good, the pitches were entertaining, and of course, having the audience vote on their favorite pitch, their favorite technology was also a really nice feature.
So, what do you see as the future of decentralized energy in Canada?
What I hope we see is that this industry just continues to grow and in fact should experience exponential growth. Decentralized energy and all the things that come with it, again, whether it's that production of energy, on site, solar on your roof, and or the storage of it, the control of it, how it can contribute back to the large scale centralized energy system. Because I even see that as a huge opportunity. How do we get more value and more capacity out of our historical legacy systems?
Mm-hmm.
I think decentralized energy is going to play a big role in that as we move forward. Not to mention that we have this very large carbon problem that needs to be tackled, and decentralized energy has a big role to play there too.
What is something that many people don't know about you?
People who maybe only know me for work. I spent some time in a different life being a competitive cyclist. That was a very different world. Spent a lot of time in Lycra, which is not something that I do as much anymore. I've sort of moved on from that, but I think it was a good experience, and still like to ride a bike when I can get out there. So,
all right. So, what is your favorite travel destination?
More and more, I've really sort of landed on the western side of Canada as one of my favorite places. I love to sail, so the West Coast is fantastic. I love to ski, so the Rocky Mountains being right here. And having said all that, if Canada decided to annex Maui, I'd probably be in favor of it and would take advantage of traveling without a passport there. Yes. So
For sure.
yeah.
I think many Canadians would support that decision.
Yeah.
What is the coolest job you've ever had?
Yeah, a tough one. I think I've been pretty fortunate. I have through my career worked on a number of really interesting things. I spent time with an organization here in Alberta called Climate Change Central for a number of years, where we were actively involved in new technology and energy efficiency and carbon markets, and all that was interesting. Very, very different things, but all very interesting. Spent about 10 years working with NMAX here in Calgary and got to do a number of very interesting things there. So I see it all as cool. Other people would just see me as a nerding out on solar panels and energy management. I guess I've been fortunate that I've been able to work largely in those spaces around what I'm interested in.
And the final question, what is your favorite sustainable development goal?
I picked two. There's the one which is the sort of affordable clean energy goal. Just given what I do and what I've spent most of my career doing, I think that fits. The other one, I think, is how do we improve that responsible consumption and production? The once through system really doesn't work. It doesn't work into the future. We need to get better at the circular economy. We need to get better at using waste from one thing as a product or a building block for another, or we just need to stop producing things that end up being waste.
That's great. Well, that wraps it up.
Well, thanks for having me. And it's a great way to connect a little more with people during COVID. So,
yeah, for sure. Thanks so much again.
Thanks, Rachel. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay tuned, everyone, for the next Spotlight Series interview coming out soon.